Mark, we're used to load cells, but for those people that may not be as exposed to load cells, when you kind of take a step back and you think, okay, what's inside of a load cell and how does it work? How best can we explain that to somebody?
Well, Rob, the concept is actually pretty simple. You've got a mechanical element, and that's the body of the load cell. And of course, it comes in many different forms, tension or compression, depending on the application. But what you want to do is you want to find a way to convert that known deflection under a known load into some kind of a signal that you can do something useful with. So because we know what the load cell is made out of as far as the mechanics of the material, the heat treat, the deflection rate and so forth based on the deflecting part of the load cell and how much material has been removed, we know exactly how much it'll deflect under a specific load. So what we need to do then is we need to apply a network of strain gauges inside that load cell in the area that it is deflecting. So generally speaking, there's 4 strain gauges, 2 tension, 2 compression, and all 4 are tied together in series in what's commonly known as a Wheatstone bridge. And what happens is, as that load cell deflects, the resistance changes within those strain gauges. And because you've got 2 wires as excitation that are running the bridge as far as electrical power, and then you've got 2 wires that come out as your signal output, you can monitor that change in resistance based on load. So essentially what happens is when you load that load cell and the weight increases, your signal increases. So it's a common concept. It's been around for a very long time, but it's very specific in getting it right. And when we apply those strain gauges, they're not just glued, they're clamped, and then they're baked. So the strain gauge really becomes an integral part of the element itself. So they're really part of the metal. And they have virtually infinite resolution. They'll certainly resolve readings greater than what the accuracy is for the load cell. So you should always use the actual accuracy rating of that load cell per the data sheet when you're tracking the signal output based on the load.
Great explanation. Thanks a lot, Mark.